Honorable Speaker, we appreciate that this question has been asked in order to inform the people of South Africa. However, let me place it on record that in terms of our well-established practice of separation of powers, this matter belongs to the Cabinet and not Parliament, and as a result, Honorable Mainir has no jurisdiction to ask the Minister of Mineral Resources whether he would resign. As a member of Cabinet, I am aware that there is a protocol to be followed, guided by stringent processes of doing the business of Cabinet. To this extent, matters discussed within the Cabinet remain there. As I stated during my interview with the SABC on Friday evening, I also stated that the matter of inquiry, which Mr. Mainir seems to be problematizing, can only be decided upon by the President of the Republic. Once he has sufficiently applied his mind on the matter, once the Cabinet has dealt with this issue, it will elect to make it public. There is no need to be in a hurry. We have been on record on this matter before that it is indeed unprecedented that banks can make unilateral decisions to close accounts. This matter can therefore not be left hanging. Since then, many other people have come forward, indicating that they have suffered at the hands of banks. It is important, therefore, to understand the importance of this matter as Parliament. Honorable Mainir, there are many other South Africans out there who have been subjected to this kind of abuse and inequality. All the people of South Africa in this developmental state where we have democracy should be treated the same. We should not judge people based on their color, creed, or nationality. If there are matters on the table, they must be dealt with in a non-discriminatory manner. Thank you, Honorable Speaker.
Speaker, we were all shocked when President Jacob Zuma appointed that minister to his cabinet. And we were shocked because we suspected that the minister would not serve the public interest, but that he would serve the private interests of one family, and that family is the Guptas. Well, we were right, because the minister has now allowed himself to become a hired gun for the Guptas, effectively recommending that the executive investigate the termination of certain financial services via a judicial commission of inquiry. And of course, later we were told that the minister had misfired, that his statement was in his personal capacity, and that the cabinet deeply regretted his statement. But the damage was done, and the minister has now achieved what no minister has ever achieved. He has united the ANC, the SACP, and COSATU in condemning him. It is clear that the minister is an embarrassment. He's an embarrassment to the president. He's an embarrassment to cabinet. He's an embarrassment to parliament. And he's an embarrassment to the ruling party. And so I ask the minister, why did you issue the controversial statement? Why did you believe that the controversial statement was reflected in the views of the cabinet? And whether the minister will not reconsider his statement and say right here, right now, that he will resign. Because in the end, the minister must go, and he must go now, because we do not want a hired gun for the Guptas in this parliament.
The Honourable the Minister.
Thank you, Honourable Speaker. As I've said earlier on, Honourable Mainir has no right to ask me to resign. But let me place it on record that the people who have been prejudiced by this matter, some of them are here in Western Cape. 2 days ago, I received a letter which was saying by somebody here in Eastern Cape, Western Cape, and Honorable Manir must be well aware of this matter, that in 2003, the person represented a widow's asset which were wrongly dealt with, and the matter is at the court, and the person has submitted proof to that effect. And it's not only that person, we also received the last 2 days a letter from a certain Miss Jeanette, who said these issues are there, people of South Africa are crying over these issues. If Mr. Honorable Manir think that this minister has an intention of an individual, he must allow the due processes to unfold so that during those processes, we can prove once and for all that the people of South Africa has issues with the issues of banks. Thank you, Honorable Speaker. No, thanks, Honorable Speaker. Let me agree with Honorable Mr. Khatebe on what he has said. As I've said it earlier on, I will repeat it, that according to the separation of powers, this matter belongs to Cabinet. I have clearly indicated that on the said evening of Friday, which Honorable Mainir seems to be problematizing, the issue of judicial inquiry can only be decided upon by the President. That's what I said. Thank you.
The Honorable Force.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. And so will the Minister tell us why he issued this controversial statement and why he believed this controversial statement reflected the views of Cabinet? As easy as that.
The Minister.
As I've said it before, Honorable Speaker, that all what I have said on that particular Friday, I want to repeat it here. For those who watched me when I was on TV, that the issues discussed in a cabinet cannot be of public consumption currently. The issue of the judicial inquiry will be decided by the President, and I do stand by that. Should the President sees it fit that the judicial inquiry be appointed by himself, I will not be leading that inquiry myself. People who will be leading the inquiry will give the ordinary South Africans an opportunity to deal with the matter of banks, to deal with this matter that Honorable Singh is raising. If there is any issue that he thinks is unbecoming in terms of what he has raised, Honorable Singh should be agreeing with me today in this House that one of the mechanisms to lay these issues to rest, if we are not fond of perpetuating allegations, should be the judicial inquiry.